Thanksgiving is nearly here, which means family gatherings, and many of us have some older relatives that will be joining us. Today we have Nancy McKiernan, Director of Marketing and Development at Baptist Health Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, with some ideas on helping the day go more smoothly. That's so important. Nancy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So what are some things to kind of keep in mind when our senior relatives stop by for the holidays?
So I always remember this little story. I was overhearing some residents outside my office, and they were talking about what they were going to do for the holidays. And one of them said she was going to go visit her children or grandchildren, and then she said, and I really like to just find a quiet place and hide. And I thought it was cute at the time, but I also thought it gives you some insight as to what this experience might be like for some older relatives. So as much as older relatives look forward to spending the day with their family, it can be overwhelming. So there are some things that we can do to help make them more comfortable. And so when they're at the table, make sure they're seated at a place where they'll be able to hear you. You know, remember that some people as they get older can't hear as well, and especially if they're wearing a hearing aid and the room is noisy, they will get a little outside noise. So put them in a place where they'll be able to carry on a conversation easily. Be aware of any dietary needs they have. Maybe call them ahead of time and find out if there's some foods that they've been avoiding lately or some foods that they really like to eat so they can enjoy the meal just as much as everyone else. And speaking of food, remember to include family recipes that they really like, and that'll show your appreciation for some of the family traditions that they've helped to bring to your family through the years.
Of course. Now you're talking about appreciation, and it's so important to make all of our guests feel special, but especially our older guests. What are some other ways we can do that?
Tell stories. You know, older people love to take a trip down memory lane, and maybe that person helped you out or was influential to you when you were younger. So tell those stories at the table, because younger people will love to hear them. And if you have children, maybe, you know, get them creative, you know, have them make some cards or gifts for the person to make them feel welcome at your house. Take time to listen to them. It's so important to maybe draw that person aside and have a quiet conversation with them. They love the attention. You'll get some great memories from them, and you'll never forget those memories.
Of course.
Put your phone away.
Yes.
It's so important to focus on the person that's in front of you, the people that you're with, and it just shows people how important they are to you that you're not texting somebody else while you're with them.
All right. Well, Nancy, thank you so much for the information. A lot of helpful tips there to make our guests feel good and feel special. Of course, if you'd like more information, you can check out Baptist Health on the web, their website right there, bapthealth.com, or call them 518-370-4060.